Lando Norris sounded completely shaken after a crucial mistake in Qatar qualifying destroyed his final flying lap and triggered a moment of raw emotion over the radio that Formula One never broadcasted. What fans heard during the session was nothing compared to what was actually said. And that untelevised exchange, Norris's tone, his confusion, his frustration, tells the real story of a title battle spiraling into a dangerous psychological phase. The collapse began instantly. Norris had been lining up for one more push lap, determined to strike back after Oscar Piastri took sprint victory earlier in the day. The pressure was enormous. This weekend could mathematically secure his world championship, and the track conditions at the Losail International Circuit were perfect for a final attack. But instead of delivering the lap he needed, Norris was hit by a snap of understeer into Turn 2, a moment that destroyed his chances in seconds. And as he rolled out of the final corner with the lap ruined before it even began, McLaren heard a voice they weren't expecting, a broken, drained, defeated version of Lando Norris. The broadcast didn't show it, but the words did not go unnoticed inside the garage. His first question exposed how lost he felt. First, second, third, where am I? The tone was flat, not angry, not panicked, just empty. His race engineer, Will Joseph, responded with uncertainty. Don't know yet. And Norris answered with a single word that captured the magnitude of the collapse. All right. The moment was chilling. A driver who started the session on provisional pole was suddenly asking where he even ended up. And the man leading the world championship sounded like he knew the title momentum had just slipped through his fingers. Yet the mistake itself wasn't dramatic. It was small, almost impossible to notice. But in Formula One, one snap of understeer at 260 kilometers per hour can decide a championship. That's exactly what Norris now faces, the consequences of a fraction of a second. After the session, out of the cockpit, Norris tried to explain what happened, but even his explanation revealed a deeper frustration. He said, "I felt like I did a good first lap. I felt like there were plenty of places I thought I could go quicker." Then he revealed the moment that ended it all. Turn 2 wasn't necessarily one of them, but it was one where I just caught a bit of an understeer for some reason, and that was it. He continued, "So frustrating because I certainly think I could have done a better job and improved on my lap a good amount, but I didn't." The honesty is brutal. Norris didn't blame the car, didn't blame the team, didn't blame strategy. He blamed himself. And when a driver admits that publicly during a title battle, it reveals something. Pressure is building faster than McLaren expected. For now, Norris remains ahead in the standings. The advantage is real. But Qatar is one of the hardest tracks to pass on. The moment he missed pole, the race transformed from an opportunity to an uphill war. Even Norris doesn't hide how limited his chances are. He said, "Long run down to Turn 1 is a good opportunity for anyone to gain or lose positions." He knows Turn 1 is his only weapon. After that, he said it himself. "Apart from that, I think it's going to be a pretty boring and straightforward race." This is not the voice of a driver confident in his ability to reclaim control. This is someone who recognizes that if he doesn't get past Piastri at the start, he might never get past him at all. And that's where the tension sharpens. Norris needs big points. Piastri needs perfection. Verstappen lurks, waiting to capitalize on any slip. And now, this untelevised radio moment has created two major questions. Why was Norris so shaken? A simple mistake shouldn't break a world championship leader, but this one did. The emotional reaction suggests something deeper. Norris knows the Qatar circuit eliminates his advantage. He knows Piastri starting ahead is a direct threat, and he knows Verstappen is too close for comfort. And why didn't F1 broadcast this radio? Fans heard only fragments. The full emotional impact, his lost tone, his resignation, his confusion, was never shown. It raises suspicions that F1 or McLaren didn't want the public seeing Norris sounding vulnerable before the most important race of his life. The entire moment paints a picture no one expected at this stage of the season, the title favorite wobbling under pressure just as the fight reaches its peak. Yet the danger extends beyond this weekend. Losing sprint pole earlier, losing qualifying here, losing the confidence he's built all season. All of it is happening as Piastri grows stronger, as Verstappen sharpens his weaponry, as the championship window begins to close. The psychological warfare is starting to shift. When Piastri outpaced him in SQ3 earlier, Norris brushed it off. But this time it changed him. He admitted that he could have improved. He admitted the mistake was entirely his. For someone who has driven almost flawlessly all season, these admissions show something unusual: self-doubt. And in Formula One, self-doubt is the most dangerous emotion a driver can have. To understand how bad this could get, you need to consider what happens next. Norris must pass his teammate at the start or watch his title hopes fall apart in slow motion. Piastri has shown he can defend against anyone. He has nothing to lose. Even if Piastri and Norris both crash out, Norris loses more. The pressure is entirely on the championship leader. Meanwhile, the team dynamic is quietly shifting. Piastri won the sprint. Piastri took pole. Piastri delivered again, and every time Norris made a mistake, the cameras captured it. But McLaren tried to hide that by not airing the radio message. And that raises the biggest question. Is McLaren beginning to protect Norris from public scrutiny, or protect themselves from the perception of internal pressure? The only clear truth is this: the Qatar Grand Prix has transformed the championship fight from a strategic game into a psychological thriller. And Norris now walks into the race with 3 problems. He starts behind the one driver he cannot afford to lose to. He believes overtaking is nearly impossible. And his untelevised radio reveals a driver trying to stay calm while the pressure threatens to crush him. As for Oscar Piastri, the dynamic shifts to him now. He knows Norris is rattled. He knows the title window is still technically alive. And the most dangerous thing in F1 is a talented driver with nothing to lose. The race will not simply be a battle for position. It will be a battle of nerve, a battle of timing, a battle of control. Because if Norris makes even a single mistake again, Piastri will be there to take advantage. Verstappen will sense blood, and the championship momentum will swing violently. The untelevised radio wasn't just frustration. It was a warning sign that the pressure of winning a first world title is beginning to weigh on Lando Norris in ways his fans have never heard from him before. His "all right" wasn't acceptance. It was resignation. His explanation wasn't calm. It was disappointment. His assessment wasn't confident. It was fearful. He doesn't believe he can take the fight to Piastri in Qatar. And when a title leader enters a race without belief, the psychological pendulum swings fully to the challenger. The World Championship, once in Norris's hands, now rests on a razor-thin margin. And one small moment of understeer may be the turning point of the entire season. As the grid prepares for lights out, the tension surrounding McLaren, the silence after the radio, and Norris's broken tone paint a picture far darker than what was shown on television. This isn't just another qualifying mistake. This is the most important crack in the championship so far. If you want every major F1 leak, controversy, and behind-the-scenes drama the moment it drops, hit that subscribe button and turn on all notifications so you never miss an update.